On Mars, you don't wake up to sunlight. You wake up to numbers trying to kill you.
Most deaths on Mars won't be dramatic. There'll be a connector you didn't seat.
Survival isn't doing more. It's doing one thing that keeps you alive tomorrow.
On Mars, tools aren't gadgets. They're ways to avoid gambling with your body.
The best solution is the one that doesn't require you to go back out twice.
No basin.
No basin.
Turn back 55%.
Turn back 55%.
Decon always.
Decon always.
If you can send a machine, you don't spend a human.
Maintenance is not progress. It's buying time.
The most important discovery is still the path that lets you come back. On Mars, you don't trust one reference. You build a chain.
The basin is how Mars collects souvenirs. Don't be one.
Slow is not cautious. Slow is precise.
The planet always offers you one more second. That's how it takes you.
Mars waits until you're leaving to remind you who controls the schedule.
The rover is not equipment. It's the difference between options and none.
The exit is never guaranteed. It's rented, day by day.
Progress on Mars is often proof, not possession. You don't trust a system because it worked once. You trust it when it keeps working after stress.
Mars doesn't need to break your habitat. It just needs to take your doorway.
Discipline is the only thing that scales when danger stacks.
Every day on Mars ends with the same question. What do you protect first?
Exploration is
Optional. A way out is not.
Limits are how you keep a short task from becoming a rescue.
Survival is never free. You just choose what you pay with.
On Mars, being prepared is the only way to be fast.
Silence can be peace, or the pause before another warning.
The planet doesn't need to stop you. It just needs to make you choose.
Mars doesn't block you outright. It schedules danger right on top of your chances.
One mission today, deploy Deadman 01 to stabilize the reach tool at NR03 rim, NO basin, protect door drift, keep air stable.
Predictable danger is only deadly if you ignore it.
Confidence is two instruments agreeing.
On Mars, a door is not a place, it's a number.
Speed is an Earth habit. Here, it's a liability.
You don't beat Mars with strength. You beat it with anchors.
Stability is the difference between a touch and a collapse.
Failure begins as motion you barely notice.
Stubbornness is how Mars collects bodies.
A method that brings you home is the only kind worth keeping.
You abandon gear so you don't abandon a way home.
Getting stuck is a story you don't survive to tell.
The doorway isn't stable. It's negotiating with you.
When warnings repeat, you stop calling them coincidences. You don't win by fixing one thing. You win by keeping 5 things from failing quietly. A fragile ceiling is not a place for bravery.
Mars doesn't punish you for being tired. It punishes you for pretending you aren't.
Silence is useful when you can afford it.
When the exit has a timer, exploration becomes a luxury.
The planet will always offer you a half window. That's how it wins.
On Mars, bad water doesn't kill you fast. It kills your decisions first.
The smallest life can be the most dangerous one in a sealed room.
Silence isn't relief. It's information.
The checklist is the difference between maintenance and a funeral.
The cave pays you in small hints. Ignore them long enough and it collects the debt.
On Mars, progress and danger grow together. You manage both, or you lose both.
Mars doesn't have to chase you. It only has to close the one way out.
56 centimeters.
Mars doesn't need to kill you today. It just needs to close your door by tomorrow.
A good plan on Mars is mostly a list of things you refuse to do.
You don't carve Mars, you persuade it. The fastest way to lose your exit is to treat it like a quarry.
Mars doesn't always move like sand. Sometimes it moves like a trapdoor.
A wider door means nothing if you make it unstable.
Winning on Mars often looks like stopping early.
You don't survive by doing hard things. You survive by confirming they didn't break something else. On Mars, improvement isn't relief, it's breathing room. Mars changes the rules of materials. And it does it right where you need them to be simple. If you breathe at the wrong time, Mars breathes into you.
Mars is constant pressure. Your routines are the pressure relief.
High-risk surfaces only.
You can't save the door if the food dies while you're doing it.
Door improved to 56 centimeters. CRU's T01 hazard at lip. Need long-term exit plan.
A fix that lasts one day is still a fix. It's just not a plan.
On Mars, redundancy is the only kind of hope that matters.
Power is time. And time is the only thing Mars doesn't give back.
If you can't stop the planet, you at least measure how fast it's winning.
Mars doesn't collapse your base in one night. It teaches you to ignore warning signs first.
A fix that holds overnight is the difference between a problem and a countdown. When the ground starts breathing at your doorway, you stop calling it just dust.
Sometimes the safest experiment is the one that can't break anything.
If the air moves where it shouldn't, something underneath is working. The hardest part is stopping when you learn something interesting.
When the door syncs with the ground, your exit becomes part of the system.
Mars didn't just give us a problem. It gave us a system.
When your only exit starts breathing, you stop calling it an exit.
Turn back at rover battery 65%.
Stop if slip 7%. No approach within 5 meters of unknown lips. Photo every marker.
Timing is the only advantage we have over a planet.
Before you search for a new way out, you define what back means again.
A route is a sequence of confirmations, not a guess. The first job of exploration is drawing the line you will not cross.
When the planet erases your tracks, you need more than one kind of memory.
Evidence is how you avoid turning curiosity into a funeral.
The line you don't cross is what keeps the mission alive long enough to matter.
The planet always tries to steal your return on the way out. Coming home is a sequence of proofs, not a feeling.
The shortcut is how Mars turns a good day into a missing day.
The door is still a door, but it's becoming a question.
Finding a route is not escaping, it's earning an option.
When a pattern survives bad weather, it's not weather.
Every problem on Mars becomes a power problem eventually.
The safest fix is the one that can't make the problem worse.
The most dangerous day is the day you finally have time. When the ceiling starts paying you more sand, it's asking for rent.
We can't do all three. Tomorrow we pick one, door, notch, or baffle.
Mars forces decisions because it knows we're bad at making them under pressure.
The first step into a new path is not a step, it's a test.
Opportunity doesn't remove rules. It tests them.
A path on Mars is never wide. It's a line you earn inch by inch. You don't need a highway. You need stepping stones that don't move.
The new door might be connected to the same lungs.
Finding a place is easy. Keeping it findable is survival.
Every seam ends the same way, by reminding you it was never yours.
The door is still open. That doesn't mean it's safe.
We found a second door. It might open into the same lungs. When power gets low, even hope needs a budget.
Too risky with crust no 1 pulses. The choice is narrowed, clean and brutal. If door clearance drops again tonight, baffle wins. If stable, notch wins.
When the cave gets louder, it's not trying to scare you. It's warning you.
To plan it, just put the decision on the floor in centimeters.
One, rover place baffle at offset mark. 2, verify stop knots. 3, record pulses 60 sec. 4,
We can't widen it. We can only try to change how it breathes.
If we place the baffle wrong, we may trigger a collapse.
Mars doesn't end you with one catastrophe. It ends you by forcing you to choose what you're willing to lose.